Okay, I'll ask the obligatory injury update on the...
Not you, Matty. Come on.
Come on, you.
Who talked you into that question? Obviously, we're short a defenseman. We'll be calling one up on an emergency basis, and he will play. So whoever that individual is, it's coming. Sakara won't play again this season, and V2 is doubtful.
What is wrong with Sakara? The same knee, or is it something different?
Same knee, minor injury, but not worth him playing or trying to fight through it. And obviously, AV blocked a shot the other day, and
it's not broken though.
No. Well, day off was important for our team. We'd played 10 games in 17 days, like everybody else in the league. You know, but our team was physically tired, and I think we were a little bit emotionally spent. And that sounds strange for a team that's out of the playoffs, but there's been stress on the group, and I think it catches up. You know, the points and the effort are extremely important, in my opinion, that we give each other everything we have and give the fans a deserving effort and a deserving performance. You know, there's still that stress of the season and the letdown of our performance that can catch up with you. So we're fighting that right now, and you know, we'll continue to push the team. We'll prepare them the same way, but we want to keep pushing, understanding where we are.
Todd, Leon's definitely improved in the face-off circle this season. Just a thought on his growth on that aspect of his game?
Well, that's a big part of the game. Often there's 50 to 60 face-offs a night. Analytic people talk a lot about possession, so do the coaches. And when you have a chance to have the puck to begin with, especially in you know, outnumbered situations, power play and penalty kill, it works to your advantage. You know, the other day, I think we were in Calgary, and he took a number of face-offs with the pulled goaltender and won every one of them. Unfortunately, we didn't capitalize, but that's important. Our face-offs were climbing during the year. They've fallen a little bit. I think Letestu had something to say with that as a righty. But we'll continue to, as we move forward as an organization and with these young centermen, try and work on it and improve.
Todd, I know you've worked at trying to improve your power play and just can't get the results that you want from it, especially in the last whatever games it is. You were frustrated with work ethic, then you went to just rotate into the three lines. Is it just a summer reboot right now for your power play is what's going to need? What, if you look at bigger picture, what has to change for next year for power play to start next year like it did this year?
Well, you know, we have 6 periods of hockey left, potentially 7, 8 based on obviously overtime results. We're not reinventing the wheel or attempting to dramatically change things on our power play. We've given over the past 3 weeks just about every player that has suited up with our group an opportunity at some point to perform. We've moved pieces around, we've moved our look around, and we haven't been able to connect on anything. So at the end of the year, we'll wipe things out and we'll start from scratch. We'll poke and prod systematically what we're doing, what other teams are having, and what they're doing to make them successful. And quite frankly, we've done that throughout the year, so it's not going to be anything we don't discover in the summer. We'll look at the pieces that we use, the pieces that we think we might need, and discuss all of that as an organization and figure out where we're going. Coming back, our number will state 0 just like everybody else's on opening night. That'll give us a psychological edge to be with everybody else, and then from there we've got to climb. But there's work that needs to be done.
Todd, we asked Cam Talbot, who's the real Cam Talbot, last year or this year? And he says he's sure it's last year. How much of his game this year is not very happy with the overall game? Is it to do with Cam, and how much is it to do with your flux?
Well, you know, that question is a organizational question. It's an overlapping question. You zeroed in on the goaltender. I would ask the question of the organization, of the coaching staff, of the power play, penalty kill, the forwards, the D-man. You know, you specifically went down to one position, but that question can paint everybody. As far as Cam goes, he was tremendous last year. He was good this year. There's a difference between being good and tremendous, and we've got to get him back to being tremendous. I felt in the second half of the season he was better. We've played him a lot down the stretch, which I believe is important for him. He plays better when he gets going. And, you know, there's some nights where, lately, where it hasn't gone quite as well for him as he would like, but you have to keep in mind that the group in front of him didn't perform as well as they could. So I believe we have Cam Talbot somewhere in between the two seasons, as we do everybody else that's painted with that question. And we've got to find that point, and we've got to push it forward, not let it fall backwards.
Your team gave up an inordinate amount of first shot of the game goals this year. When you stand back and look at that stat at the end of the year, you think about the goalie right away. What do you think about when you think about that stat?
Everybody. And, you know, obviously they own that stat, you know, first shot on goal, but we can't sit here and review all 11 of them or 10 or whatever it was. We'd have to go back and watch, but I'm guessing that there were 4 or 5 other players that were involved in a mistake or an error that led to that shot. Yes, you'd like to have your goaltender make that save and bail you out right off the bat, but it doesn't always happen. And this year that got away on us, which you know, is an area that we have to improve on. Our starts, our ability to impose our game on another team has to get better, and that's in every position.